Good morning and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nabilah Binti Aswan and today I will present my self-reflection for UBM 599. The two topics that I have chosen are Chapter 1, Digital Workforce and the Workplace, and Chapter 7, Crowdsourcing Opportunity and Challenges. These two topics focus on how digital technologies are transforming the modern workforce and how new working platforms such as crowdsourcing and freelancing platforms like Freelancer, Workana, Guru, Upwork, and Fiverr are changing the way people work. The purpose for this reflection is to reflect on my personal learning experience throughout this course, to identify the skills that I have gained and their future relevance, to understand how the digital workforce is applied in real-life situation, and to evaluate the benefit, challenges, and possible improvement for the syllabus. These topics are very relevant to the digital economy and my future career development in digital marketing and online work platform that I will face after graduation. Based on Chapter 1, which is Digital Workforce and the Workplace, I learned that the digital workforce is shaped by technology and globalization. I understand concepts such as digital native, remote work, freelancing, and crowdsourcing, which define the modern working environment today. As I studied this chapter, I realized that technology has enabled more flexible working arrangements, but at the same time, it has also significantly increased competition in the job market. This means that the new generation of worker is not only competing locally but also globally with people from different countries. Meanwhile, from Chapter 7, which is Crowdsourcing Opportunity and Challenges, I learned how crowdsourcing creates opportunities for both organizations and workers. Organizations are able to access a global pool of talent without hiring a full-time employees, which help reduce recruitment and training costs while increasing efficiency. At the same time, crowdsourcing creates new opportunities for freelancers and independent workers around the world. However, I also learned that crowd workers face several challenges such as low payment, lack of job security compared to full-time employees, and very high competition because thousands of freelancers may apply for the same job. As part of this subject, I was required to complete practical assignments involving freelancing platform, especially freelancers.com. I submitted a total of 15 job bids, but unfortunately none of them were successful. This was quite challenging for me, especially when trying to get jobs from verified clients. However, this experience has helped me to understand how competitive the freelancing platform is in real life. At the same time, I also participated in 10 contest submissions on Freelancer. Although I did not win any of the contests, I received a 3-star rating for one of my entries, which gave me initial feedback on my performance. Through these experiences, I learned how crowdsourcing platforms actually function in the real digital workforce environment. And I also understand the importance of profile, credibility, consistency, and the quality of work in order to succeed. From this, I realized that I learned better through hands-on experience rather than theory alone. This practical exposure has showed me that the digital workforce is extremely competitive and performance-based. Even though I was not successful in getting a job, the experience itself has helped me to understand real-world expectation and identify areas for improvement. Throughout this course, I gradually developed several important skills through both classroom learning and real-life experiences. One of the main skills I developed is digital literacy, which I gained through using freelancing platforms, submitting bids, and participating in contests. I also developed adaptability because I had to adjust to a highly competitive and global online environment. In addition, I improved my communication skills through writing professional proposals and responding in digital environment. I also developed problem-solving skills by trying different strategies to improve my chances of getting job offers on freelancing platform. I further strengthened my technical and coordination skills during the webinar project for UBM 599 titled Bridging the Gap preparing Sagamat's digital workforce for global demand, where I was trusted as the head of technical committee. I managed the Google Meet session, ensuring the connection was stable, prevented lag during presentation, and coordinate between the speaker, MC, and the Q&A moderator. These experiences has helped me to prepare me for my future career in areas such as digital marketing, e-commerce, freelancing, and remote work industries, where strong digital skills are required to compete globally. From this subject, I have gained many benefits and personal insight. I now have a better understanding of how the digital workforce operates on a global scale. I also learned that technology creates both opportunity and challenges for organizations and workers. Another important lesson is the importance of digital literacy and adaptability in today's working environment. After completing my assignments such as bidding and webinar tasks, I now have a clearer understanding of what it means to work in the digital workforce, especially in the digital marketing field. From my personal insight, I realized that the digital workforce is not only about technical skills, but also persistence, self-marketing, and continuous learning. I also understand that crowdsourcing platforms require strong personal branding, high-quality work, and professional communication in order to get noticed by clients. In terms of intellectual gains, I developed a more realistic understanding of online work environment, the structure of the digital economy, and the role of technology in shaping modern careers. Although I found this subject very interesting and beneficial, I believe that there are several improvements that could enhance the learning experience for future students. For example, in Chapter 1, I would suggest including a more recent case study on how emerging digital technologies are transforming the digital workforce, so that students can better understand current industry trends. For Chapter 7, I would suggest including more real-world examples of both successful and unsuccessful crowdsourcing projects, so students can clearly understand what strategies lead to success or failure. I also believe that inviting more industry professionals who are actively working in the digital workforce or freelancing industry would help students to gain more practical insight and better understand the current industry expectation. I also believe that Chapter 1 and Chapter 7 both complement each other well, where Chapter 1 introduced the concept of the digital workforce, while Chapter 7 explains how crowdsourcing functions in today's digital economy. However, since the digital world changes very rapidly, it is important that the course content is updated regularly. Overall, I found the combination of theory and practical activities very effective, as it allowed me to connect classroom knowledge with real-life experience through freelancing platform and webinar management. In conclusion, Chapter 1 and 7 have greatly improved my understanding of how the digital technology is shaping the modern workforce. My experiences in freelancing bidding, contest participation, and serving as the head of technical committee for webinar have helped me to connect theoretical knowledge with real-world practice. From this course, I learned that success in the digital workforce is not only about having strong digital skills, but also about being adaptable, communicating effectively, thinking critically, and being persistent under pressure. Overall, this subject has given me a better understanding of the opportunities and the challenges in the digital economy. Moving forward, I will continue to improve my digital skills and apply the knowledge I have gained from UBM 599 in my future career in digital marketing and the digital workforce. Thank you.